Hello lovely people, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here then just welcome, and I hope that you will stick around. Today I just wanted to film something and I have like 1,000 ideas in my mind and not enough time to actually do them. So I was thinking, in order to save some time and also to have enough room for like actual creative process, I was just thinking to do this not on my regular tutorial basis, but somehow freestyle it and do a little bit of vlogging, which I'm not doing that much here, and hopefully you will have fun. But yeah, basically I have this one project in mind and I haven't figured it out fully, but I hope that this video or this way of doing it will help to bring it together a little bit better, and hopefully all of us will have some fun as well. But basically I was doing some yarn shopping, which we will normally do like 5 times a week. But I picked up these super cute colors, and then I was thinking that I could bring them both together in nice and fun spring summery creation. And I'm thinking of creating this type of like a tie in front cardigan, which would be like a short crop top version. And I already did kind of like a small sketch of how it would look. So it would be here, and I'm thinking of doing like color changes after every 5 rows or so, and then in the front it would be like this tie in front, and the sleeves, those would be kind of like bell sleeves. I haven't done those that much, so I'm also quite excited about that. But yeah, this is what I'm thinking of doing. And yeah, soon I'm going on vacation, so I'm also kind of trying to get these ideas out of my system and also to create something, because otherwise if I don't do it now then I might not do it ever. And I rather want to do it. So yeah, let's get started. So I think we could start with this green color, and by the way, this is 4-ply cotton and I will be using 3.5mm hook for this project. But first let's start with creating the back panel, and basically the size for that, how I would be measuring it, is from one shoulder to the other like this. So this would be the width of this panel, and we just have to make chains for that. And you can also choose if you want to do kind of like a oversized or more fitted look, so just adjust that amount of chains that you are creating. But for my size I will be going for something around like 60 to 65, and I'm also thinking of creating this into an even number of chains, because later on we will be creating the like front panels, one for each side, so I think it's better to go for an even number. But yeah, here I'm just creating all the chains that I need, and then I will meet you back once I have all of them ready. So here I have done all my chains. I ended up doing 67 plus 3, so 17 total. And if I measure it against my body, you can see that it covers from shoulder to shoulder. I hope that this will give a nice look in terms of not being too loose or too tight, but I'm kind of also keeping in mind that it might stretch out, especially if you're into blocking your work, which I don't do that much. Or ever. But yeah, this is how it's looking so far. So now we can actually proceed with the first row for this panel. And the last 3 chains that we did, those are going to count as 1 double crochet. So basically we are skipping those 3 chains, and then starting from the next one, that is where we are starting to do double crochets. So here the first row is completed, and this is how it's looking if I measure it against my shoulder to shoulder. So now we can just proceed further with the following rows. And first for that, we just have to do 3 chains. So 1, 2, and 3 like this. So, and that is going to count as 1 double crochet, and therefore for that I'm also normally just skipping the first stitch because we already kind of have it. And then again, just continuing with the following stitches and adding one double crochet inside each of them. So basically from now on the process is going to be very repetitive, and yeah, just keep on adding double crochet stitches on top of every single stitch and just add multiple rows. I'm thinking that I will be aiming for 5 rows. I think that will give quite a lot of quite enough volume basically. So I think I will just, yeah, do 5 rows in total of this color, and then we can do a color switch together. Okay, so here I have finished 5 rows already, and this is how it's looking. So you can see that it quite nicely covers from shoulder to shoulder, and as I mentioned, I will be changing colors after every 5 rows. So now we are switching to this pink one. It's super cute. I like these like pastel colors. So to switch a color, basically when I'm completing this last stitch for the last row of green, this is where I'm going to attach new color. And basically this stitch, as you can see, it's kind of like a halfway finished, so I still have 2 loops on my hook and I just have to do the last yarn over. So this is where I'm attaching yarn, like the new color that I have, and then we will be able to finish this stitch with the new color. So this is what I'm going to do now. So I will just attach this new color that I have here, and normally I just tie it around the existing yarn that I'm already using. So just a minute. It's not easy to coordinate with only one camera when I'm trying to do multiple things, but I hope this makes sense. So here I have attached new color, and then I just tied it like in a secure knot, and then I'm just pushing this knot like basically next to the hook here, so as you can see, and then we can finish this last stitch by using the new color like that. So now it's finalized, and now I'm just starting with the new pink color and continuing to add extra rows. And basically that's the whole process, because all you have to do is just keep on adding extra rows. And as I mentioned, I will just be switching colors after every 5 rows. So now I'm just gonna do 5 rows of this pink, and it will add a little bit extra volume. So, and in total, I think I will be going for like 30 to 35 rows. I'm not sure, I will see how it looks, but like with 5, it's like this. And then if I go down, this is 10, then 15, 20, something like here, and 25, 30 would be here like this. So it kind of like barely covers my bust. So I don't know, we will see. I will first just go with 30 and switching after every 5 rows, and then I will just check back in with you, see if it actually makes sense, because if it doesn't, then I will just add more rows. But this is where I'm at now, so I will just continue adding extra rows to increase volume for this panel. And then I will see you later, because I have a couple of things I have to do. I also want to go for a walk, because I've been just indoors for the whole day. But yeah, I will continue, and then I will check back with you to show my progress, and perhaps we will be able to proceed with the next steps. But okay, bye! I'm just chilling on sofa and doing some crochet, adding extra rows. You can see all my crochet mess behind me. But yeah, now I have around 20 rows almost, and this is how far it stretches right now. And with 20, I'm barely covering my bust, like half of it. So I think with 30 we would be somewhere here, I think, just over my boob. And I'm not sure if it will be enough, but I will see then. So I will for sure go up to 30, and then I will show you how it looks when it's 30, and I will then decide if we need 35 or 40. So still on this, but yeah, I'm hoping tonight to reach already 30 rows and then I will try to go to sleep. But yeah, see you tomorrow where I will update you. Okay, so today is next day and I have now created 30 rows. So this is how it looks, and like from shoulder up to here it barely covers my boob. So I think I will just go for 35 rows, so just adding 5 more of this green one, and then I will kind of have a little bit longer, but it will still be kind of like a crop top type. So yeah, I will just go for 5 more. It shouldn't take me too long to finish that, but yeah, that's what I'm doing, because otherwise it's too short. Okay, it's evening already and I'm starting to procrastinate a little bit, but I did manage to finish this one. So now I have actually also fastened off, and this is how long it would be. And I think it would be nice actually, because for summer, yeah, for summer it will be nice. And yeah, so this is how far I got. I started to panic about having enough yarn, so I went to buy some more, and now I'm thinking that I will probably have some leftovers, but anyway, I do love those colors, so I'm sure I will figure out what to do with them. But now that this panel is completed, I think we can proceed further with doing the front panels. And as I mentioned, I want to do 2 of them, so I would have one on one side and one on the other, of course, and then like basically each of them would be a half, and they would come here, and then I'm thinking to do some like reductions here, so we have enough space for the neck. But yeah, I was thinking for a while if I should start doing it from bottom up or from top down, but now I'm thinking that I will do it from bottom up, because yeah, I was just overthinking of where I want these like chains to be, either the top or bottom, but let's just leave them at the bottom, and in that way it will be easier to just do the creases instead of starting smaller and then do the math. I don't want to do the math. And yeah, I'm thinking that in this way it will be easier to see kind of like just measuring the fit as I'm going, instead of trying to figure it out beforehand. But yeah, now I will just proceed in the same way as I did for the back panel. It's just that I will have half of the amount of chains and then half of the amount of stitches, of course. And then I'm thinking that I will go up, like up to here at this point, and then I will start to figure out what to do, if I should start already with the creases. And for the front panels, I'm also thinking that I will be alternating the colors. So instead of starting with the green, I will start with the pink, because then once I will be connecting here in the shoulder parts, we will have kind of like a nice mix between both colors. So that's what I'm thinking, and that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I will just show you progress as I go in a bit. And yeah, I'm just thinking of putting on some series and just chilling on my couch, and just having like a easy evening. But yeah, I will share some progress with you once I get there. New day, same crochet project. I actually managed yesterday evening to do the rows that I wanted, so maybe it makes more sense if I also put this back panel. So here it is, and then for the front panel, this is how far I got, and I did 20 regular rows, and here starting from the 21st I will be doing reductions, and I have done already a couple of rows with these decreases, and I'm thinking to go up to like somewhere here. So then I still have like just regular rows for just the top of this shoulder part. But yeah, The thing is that I'm just reducing on this one side, and that should give kind of like a nice space for neck. And yeah, at the moment I'm thinking that I will be just doing that for like 10 rows in total, and then I will see how it looks, because I also feel like it's always the best to just measure it against and put it on, or perhaps like if you have already a similar top or even a sweater or something, then it's also nice to measure against something like that. But yeah, I'm just continuing with doing this. This is 3 rows already with the creases on this side, and yeah, let's see how it looks with 10 rows in total. And here I have actually already completed this one panel for the front, and here you can see how it looks. So I have nicely done some reductions here in the middle part, so I will definitely have enough space for the neck, and it will also have enough space here for connecting shoulders. And at the end I actually ended up doing 12 decreases, or like 12 rows with decreases on this side, and then it was just like for me to do like 3 regular rows at the end to reach the same length as it is for the back panel. So this is how it looks, and now basically the next step is just to do the same thing also on the other side. Basically just create another panel that is exactly the same, and it will be used on this side. So that is what I'm going to do next. And then in the meantime I have already started to think about my sleeves. And as I mentioned, I'm looking to create here in one size, going up to here, and then slowly starting to increase to kind of create this bell effect. And I already started to work on some stitches. So actually I've been busy, but yeah, here I started to work on the sleeve panel, and this is where I am so far. So basically the process for starting is the same. You just have to measure by doing some chains how wide you want this panel to be, and then I have just done like rows up to here, and this is where I'm going to start to do some increases. And for that I'm still trying to figure out if I want this to be more like a rapidly growing increase, so you can see faster how quickly this arm panel can become wider, or if I want it to be more like low-key increase and don't increase that many times or that often. But at the moment I'm just thinking that perhaps if I did it after every 5 rows, also so it's easier to track with these color changes, then it would give me around like, so now I have done 20 rows, and I think in total I would have to do at least 20 or 25. And if I did increases at the beginning and end of each row, it will give me 2 extra stitches after every 5 rows, meaning that if I add 20 more rows as an addition, in total I would get extra 8 stitches, which would be something like this. And then at the end, if I compare it, it would end up somewhere here, like that. I don't know, I hope this makes sense. Or if I end up doing even more rows, then it will be 2 stitches more. But I think I will go with the safe option of doing it after every 5 rows. And then maybe I can see at the end if I want to do the end a little bit more pronounced or not. But yeah, otherwise this is on my to-do list. I will check back with you how it looks once I'm getting closer to finishing this one. But yeah, then I just have to create another panel for front, and I will just continue working also on this sleeve panel, and I will check back with you on to report on what I'm deciding to do. But yeah, the beginning is very easy. You just measure how many stitches you need around the widest point of your arm, and that's what you are going for, and you're just starting from top to down. That's it. So yeah, see you in a bit to show you what's happening. Okay, so here is my progress with this sleeve so far. I have done 40 rows and increases after every 5th row, starting from the 21st row. And here you can see how it looks. So we are getting this like very slow and gradual increase, but I think once I will be wearing it, it will be more pronounced because like this part of my arm is thinner anyway, so it will look wider. And yeah, otherwise, as I mentioned, if you want to go for something that is like super pronounced, you can do increases after like every 3 rows. But this is how it looks in terms of length with 40 rows in total, so I think I will add 5 more just to give it a little bit more length and to make sure that it's not too short. And then I think that will be it for today, because we are actually going for like a short weekend trip, and we have to leave in like 30 minutes, so I finally have to finalize my packing, have some snack, have some dinner, yeah. But I think I will take some yarn with me just to keep me busy during the plane flight, and also maybe in the evenings if I won't have anything special planned or nothing special to do. But yeah, so I will take some yarn with me, and I will try to finish it when I have some time, if I have some time. And also another thing that I was thinking about, this arm panel for the other sleeve, since we have this like alteration between colors. For this arm panel I started with the pink one and I will end with the pink one, so I'm thinking to do like a bold move for the other one, to start with green and end with green, because maybe that will give like a little bit of a nice touch. But yeah, otherwise I'm late, I'm procrastinating, I just keep on adding extra rows instead of finishing my packing. So I will do that now, and then I will maybe show you some bits of our weekend, where we are going, and also I will try to show you my progress with this project. Okay, I had some dinner snacks, so I will be filled up for a little bit. I also managed to pack, and I also managed to finish the sleeve. So now with 45 rows, I think we are at a good length. Otherwise, I will add some more rows once all the panels are connected. But this is how it looks, and now I really have to run. So I will just try to continue with this project on the road. Bye! Hello, and I'm back. We have just returned back from Amsterdam, saw some friends, saw the city, had some good food, and yeah, so now I'm ready to continue further with the project. And the unexpected thing that has happened is that I have actually finished all the panels that I wanted to work on. And the reason why I'm surprised is that whenever I'm traveling, I take a bunch of yarn with me, and what happens is that nothing really happens because I get super busy. But like, actually for this project, like everything happened so fast. It's so easy, it's not difficult at all. And somehow I was able to just finish those panels already during the first day when we were there, like just in the morning when having coffee. But yeah, so the plan for me was to work on the second front panel. So here I have one, and here is the other one that I have finished while we were away. So both of them are now ready. And then I was also working on the arm panel for the second arm. So here it is. I will just remove these, but yeah, so I finished this arm panel, and this was the second bit that I did. And here is also the other one that I already started before we went. So you can see both arm panels are ready. And here, like, the cool thing that I tried to do was that I'm using different like color alteration for each arm. So I hope that it will look quite nice. But basically now that these panels are finished, we can proceed further with connecting them together. So just to explain that, here is the back panel, here are my front panels. So I'm just putting them here, and then this looks so messy, but yeah, then here are my arm panels as well. So all we have to do now is just connect them together. So I will be starting with front and back panels. I will connect them I will connect them here in the shoulder parts, and then I will proceed further with adding these arm panels on both sides, and they will basically come in the middle exactly of front and back panels. So we just have to connect them in the middle with like slip stitches, and then as the last bit would be to connect bottom of this arm panel on both sides, as well as sides of the front and back panels. So that is what we have to do. For that I just normally use slip stitches because I find it easier to just continue the whole thing by using my crochet hook. And wherever it's applicable, I will try to use the color that is like the main color. Perhaps it doesn't really apply here because we are just flipping from one to the other, so we can easily just use one color all the way through, but where it's applicable, we can just go with the color that is like the main color for that specific part. So for that, we are just using slip stitches. I normally like to lay out all the panels on the floor so I understand what goes where, and sometimes it's also useful to use stitch markers so we can mark where is the starting point or end point or middle point, so we can kind of track the progress. But otherwise, yeah, it's super simple, just connecting everything together with slip stitches, so we can create the actual top that we are going for. So I will do that, and I will show you some progress as well, and then I will meet you back again once everything is connected together, so we can work on adding some border and some cool like final touches. So yeah, I will see you when I'm done with connecting. So I have finally connected together all of these panels. It was taking me way too longer than I expected, as it always is. But yeah, this is how it looks. I can say that I'm pretty happy. I could have gone a couple of stitches up for like each of the panels to make it a little bit looser, because at the moment it's kind of like made to fit. But I also think like it will stretch out definitely as I'm wearing it, so perhaps I'm just overthinking. Plus we will be also adding like borders here in the inner part, as well as adding some border here at the bottom. But yeah, this is how it looks. I can say that I'm quite happy, and I'm looking forward to actually finishing and styling this top together with some outfits. But yeah, a couple of notes. I think that sleeves look very nice. It's actually not that noticeable that I have switched colors until I actually pointed out, because I kind of had to remind myself that they are different. But yeah, I think I kind of like that because it gives like a very nice touch. In terms of bell sleeves, I could have definitely gone a little bit like more crazy with the increases to give like a more pronounced effect of this bell sleeve type of thing. But otherwise, I think it's quite nice, as well as this low-key. But yeah, definitely if you want something that is more wide or wider, then just do more increases or more frequent increases. And also at the moment, like sleeves are kind of like just barely like reaching the point where they have to, but I will add a border here, and then I'm sure that I will be happy as well. But yeah, now the next steps would be, as I mentioned, adding all the borders. I'm thinking of doing kind of like a bigger shell stitch here at the bottom for the top, like here, and then also the same thing for the sleeves. And I will also make sure that like if here I have the pink color, then for the border I will be using the green one, and the same for the sleeves as well, so it's kind of like mixed a little bit. And then for adding the inner border, I will just do something like very basic. I'm thinking of using a picot stitch, but I will just figure it out. And then here, where we are just starting with the creases for the neckline, I'm thinking of adding kind of like a strap so we can tie it here in the front. I still haven't figured out if I want to do like 2 straps, so it's kind of like this. So I'm going to think about that a little bit, if I want it or not, because it might look nice, but it might also look nice like this. I don't know. I will let it marinate for a while, but yeah, this is how it's looking so far. So now I'm just going to proceed with adding the borders, and then we should be done. So yeah, I will do that. I will just do, as I mentioned, shell stitch and some picot stitches, and then just a strap here. So I will see you later once that's done, and then we are also done with this top, almost, just a little bit more to go. And it's done, so it's time for final reveal of this top. I spent quite a lot of time yesterday to actually finalizing all of these tiny bits, which seem to be something that can be managed super quickly, but actually took way too long. But here it is. I added this super cute shell stitch border. I tried to make it a little bit larger so it's more pronounced and also adds a little bit more volume. And I did the same thing also for the sleeves, so this is how it looks. And then for the straps, I ended up creating only like 1 set of them, only here at the top. If I tie them together, this is how it looks. And now that I added only 1 pair of straps, I'm thinking that actually it would have been like so cute to have another pair here. So that's something for me to consider if I decide that I would like to adjust this. But otherwise, like, this is how it looks from the back. And yeah, front here, it's super cute. I'm so happy with how it turned out, and like this pattern again is something that can be like easily customizable and adjustable. So for the sleeves, as I mentioned, you can do a lot more increases to make them like super balloony. Also, this part can be done even like a lot longer, like as a long cardigan type of thing. And then here you can even do, like, if it's longer, you can do multiple straps to tie it down. And otherwise you are also more than welcome to just like wear it as it's open. I don't know if this is the look that you're going for, but yeah, this is how it looks. I'm super happy with the final look and this creation in general that I have created, and I also hope that you had fun following along. I tried to make this as vloggy as possible, although at times I felt like I'm going back to the regular pattern explanation, but I hope that you enjoyed. And in the meantime, if you're interested, I would also be happy to actually prepare a pattern tutorial type of thing for this top, and maybe perhaps written pattern as well. So let me know in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy this video, then please give me a big thumbs up. And if you're interested to see more of these type of videos, then just let me know. I would be super happy to do more of this. And yeah, if there are any requests for future videos that you would like to see, then let me know in the comment section below. And if you're new to this channel, then you know what to do. Please subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye!